Here's a full walking tour of the entire property of the Majestic Elegance in Costa Mujeres, Mexico. Upon arrival, their friendly team does greet you. They sanitize your luggage, and here they do take your temperature, and then they escort you to check-in. So down this way is the club level check-in. So that's the adults only. If you're traveling adults only, you automatically get the club level. Also down this hallway is here the photography company, and then the Majestic Go Tour Company. And in our other video, we do a whole section about the tours that they offer. This is the check-in area. And they also have here an area that have snacks and coffee, refreshments. They will even bring you drinks from the bar if you have to wait a little bit for your room to get ready. And then down here they have really nice restrooms for both men and women, along with dressing rooms and showers. On this side of the hallway is where the COVID testing was, and like I said in the other video, it's very easy. You make an appointment and you're out in just a few minutes. Here's also the teen club and the kids club, which I also do a walkthrough in the other video. Now it's off to the other side of the lobby where the family check-in is. There's a really nice lobby bar and the gym. So this is the lobby bar, as one of my favorite spots in the morning because they had really good coffee drinks and great service. And they also have a full service bar with high-end liquors and craft cocktails. Over in this area, they had the piano player, starting usually around 5 o'clock for some early evening entertainment. They had these electronic boards throughout the property that told you all of the events for the day and any information that you would need to know about the resort. As you can see, everything was very, very clean, very impressed with their cleaning protocols here. Now on this side of the lobby is the family check-in area. So here they have the check-in desk, and they also have a nice area for when you arrive for the check-in process. They had a ton of restrooms all throughout the property, and they were very, very clean. Now down this side of the lobby is the gym. So this is where you can find the gym if you want to work out while you're on vacation. Also down the very, very end is where they have the wedding banquets and a really nice balcony over there. The gym is actually open 24/7. You can just use your key code to get in. However, they did have a lot of great classes in the morning from what I understood, and a lot of people were impressed with the gym overall. Now let's head downstairs in the lobby so I can show you where most of the restaurants are located. The lobby was very similar to the one in Punta Cana. Again, one of my favorite things about the resort, it's so open, loved all the windows, and so clean. So at the bottom here, to the left, is the lobby bar that was open in the evenings, and it was really some of the best drinks that we've had. The bartenders there are really amazing. And then over this way are all of the restaurants. Not all of them, but most of them. This is the Italian restaurant. We ate there one time for lunch, and it was okay. There was the people next to us that absolutely loved it. We just thought it was okay. The bistro we never got to because it's reservations only. It's the only one that needs reservations. It's the French restaurant, but we did hear it was very good. And then this was the Mexican restaurant. We actually went there the first night, and Again, it was average. It wasn't great, but the buffets and everything else are really, really good. So if you're coming down the lobby stairs, to the left is this area, and you can see they do have outside seating for the restaurants I just showed you. But over here is where all of the nightly entertainment was. So it was all nicely put in one area. Also over here was the steakhouse and the hibachi restaurant. And we actually went to both of those. We actually went to 2 in one night just so I could review them. And the steakhouse was average and the hibachi was average. So like I said in the other video, the restaurants at night were not fabulous, but the buffets and everything during the day were. Here is the Majestic, which is their version of fast food and was the late night food option. And they had pizza, hot dogs, burgers, nachos. And while I did not try it, there was always a lot of people waiting to get some late night food. Here is the Legend Sports Bar, which is their nightlife option. And so after the entertainment, you could come in here. They had karaoke, they had dancing, lots of different options for nightlife. We did have a few options for shopping. Here's their market. They did have a jewelry shop and also a surf shop. And here's the amphitheater where they did have nightly shows, and I actually really liked the shows that they had. I'm not much one to sit down and watch the shows at resorts, but I did watch some of The Greatest Showman, and I really, really liked the quality of it and that it was something different that I hadn't seen at another resort. So now let's go to the other side of the lobby. And yes, as you can see here, it rained. We did have some rain while we were there. And almost every trip I've had to Mexico, there's been a little bit of rain. In November, we went and it was raining the entire time. So just keep that in mind that, if weather is a huge factor, that you research when the best times, the driest times to go wherever you're going. So now on this side of the lobby, so you're coming down the stairs off to the right, you'll see this is the Italian restaurant that also has outdoor seating. And then this is the breakfast buffet that I was talking about in my other video in the full review. And really it was one of the best breakfast buffets I've ever had. So don't let the fact that the restaurants are not that great deter you from coming to this resort, because the buffets are amazing. And here's the spa. And again, if you watch my other video, I actually go to the spa and give you a glimpse of that. But now let's go towards the beach. Again, one of the things I loved about this resort is that everything is walkable and the beach is only minutes away from the lobby and all the rooms. So I do love a smaller layout. So the resort is separated into two sides. To the right is the family side, and then to the left is the adults only side. So you could definitely come as adults and feel like you are at an adults only resort. And then for families, while I really don't recommend this as a family resort, if you had to come here for a wedding or a birthday or a family reunion, there would definitely be plenty for your kids to do as well. So this is the family area pool, and again, watch my video on the entire review of this resort because you'll be able to see everything in action. I was recording the walkthrough very early in the morning so I could give you the best view of everything. But they do have a lot of activities going on at the family pool and tons of seating, lots of different areas to hang out in as well. And on this side is the adults only area. This little hut is where you got all of the towels that you needed. And also they had some water activities that you could purchase for extra. Here's one of the swim-up bars. They have 6 swim-up bars. All were open. This was a smaller one. They have bigger ones on the other side that you'll see. Here are the swim-up suites as well. Getting closer to the beach and excited to show you the beach. And you can see workers everywhere as I'm walking, even though it's early in the morning. They're cleaning, they're getting everything ready and the area pristine for the day. I loved this infinity pool, the 2-story pool. You had such great views. Again, it was not adults only. It was part of the family pool, but they did have a nice grill during the day where you could have lunch, and the bar and the service was really good as well. They had a lot of great areas that you could just hang out, especially for adults only. So over here is part of the club level. They had a couple lounges, but they had these outdoor areas. And then they also had the indoor lounges where you could get coffee and snacks and drinks even. But even if you wanted to get away a little bit from the heat and get some air conditioning, you could do that as well. And here's the adults only pool. So if I did have to make a comment, I would say it was a little tight around the adults only pool. There was not a lot of seating, and so I didn't hang out here because there was not seating around the pool. They had tons of seating beyond the pool, but I do like to sit around the pool. But there was a lot of people here. They were having fun, and I loved the infinity pool, but it just was a little small for me. And here is another club level lounge, like the other one I showed you, that has, you can get away from the heat, has air conditioning, but also has snacks and drinks and nice bathrooms as well. So now it's time to hit the beach, and this area of Cancun is still developing, so it's a little bit underdeveloped, so the beach is very wide. And as you can see, they do have a lot of vegetation still on the beach. So it is a little bit of a walk from the resort area to the actual water. You have to walk on a lot of sand. So it's something to consider if you're traveling with someone, maybe elderly or disabled, or some people that can't really walk on the beach very well. It is a far walk, and when I say far, I'm talking maybe 5 minutes, but when you're walking on sand, it can feel longer than that. Also, this area of Cancun is very windy in Costa Mujeres, which I loved. I loved the wind. There was a few times where it was too much, we couldn't be on the beach, but overall it just helps the temperature stay low, and you have to be careful with that though too, because you can get sunburned very easily because you don't think you're getting hot. So I did see a lot of people getting really bad sunburn, but overall I absolutely loved the beach, and the water was so warm. I think that was one of my favorite parts, and it was not rocky at all. They had tons and tons of seating. You never had to worry about that. And because of the wind, they didn't really have umbrellas or palapas, so they had the cabanas, but they were covered, and you didn't have to pay extra for them at all. They were all included. And there was a separate area for adults and children. So here is the adults only section. So again, you can really feel like you're an adults only resort by coming to this resort. They did have seaweed on the beach, so every morning, as you can see here, they would come and clean the seaweed, but it didn't ruin the experience at all. You could go into the water, you might have a few pieces here and there, but every morning they cleared almost every piece of seaweed off the beach. And that area over there is the family section. As we head back to the resort, I wanted to point out there is some construction right here going on. They're building a little boardwalk, which is going to make it so much easier to walk to the beach. So I'm looking forward to, when I'm coming back, having that option. It did make a little bit of noise during the day, but nothing crazy that it would ruin your stay. And I couldn't resist pointing out our amazing room, which is right there with that amazing view overlooking the entire resort and the ocean. So this is another restaurant. It's called El Mar. And during the day, this is where the lunch buffet is, the one that I rave about. So I love that it's so close to the beach and the pools. And again, they had literally anything and everything that you would want in a buffet, and the service was amazing. At night, it became a seafood restaurant, which I didn't get a chance to try. But from some of the people that I spoke to, again, it's about average in terms of quality of food. And this was the beach bar, which I loved. And they had amazing service, amazing drinks. The only thing that I wish was that they had a bar closer to the beach, because the beach was so wide and the server worked all day long to go back and forth, and he could only bring the drink so fast. So that's my only wish, was that there was a bar closer to the beach. But as you can see, they had plenty of places to rinse off. And this is the family side where the swim ups are. I hope you found this walking tour of the Majestic Elegance helpful. And I do respond to all questions and comments, so just drop the questions below and I will answer to the best of my ability. And if you found this video useful, please like and subscribe and follow us on 3 Days and 3 Noches, while we take you on fun, exciting, and affordable vacations adventures that you can have in a really short amount of time.